Okay, here's a quick video with what happened with Mount Baker Vapor. Was very dissatisfied with your juices. Felt like I got completely ripped off for the $50 that I had spent. Spent about 45 minutes online with Chaps. I guess he's head of the department out there, or one of the heads of the department. And they gave me a store credit to compensate me. So now I might keep the chocolate and the butter pecan, but the other four flavors I'm throwing out probably. I'll save the empty bottles just to have them. Uh, I'll leave them in a cabinet. Maybe once in a while I'll try them and see if maybe after months, like one of my tobacco juices had gotten better. Hold on, I'll get it for you. Okay, this is E-Health Cigarette Marlboro. Anyway, take my word for it. It's E-Health Cigarette Marlboro flavor, and it's from Fast Tech. Costs $5 for a 50 or 60 milliliter bottle, and I said, "Oh, that's a good price." I was new to vaping, unaware about steeping and anything else, and most juices, from what I'm to understand from another company, 2 days for fruity flavors, maybe 4 days for tobacco, and that's just in the dark. That's not taking the lids off. That's all you should have to do for a decent juice company. This wait a month, shake daily, take the caps off like Mount Baker requested, ridiculous. You put more time into the work of trying to get their juices to be good. You want to buy a juice and you want to vape it. I'm the consumer. That's what I want. I want them to set the juice on their shelves, let it steep for a while, and send me a bottle that's been sitting for 3, 4 months and is ready to go, or 3, 4 weeks if you're a good company and selling out like that. Whatever it takes. I mean, I'm not trying to say 3, 4 months. Whatever the date is that your juice will be saleable is when you should be selling them. Selling this, "Oh, we make juice fresh." It said nothing on Mount Baker's website about the juice being fresh, needing steeping, needing the caps off, needing to be shaken daily. They just offered me a juice at a cheap price with yummy sounding flavors. So I bought it. I was a fool. Uh, Customer service at Mount Baker is amazing. After a 45-minute evaluation as to why my batch of juices was no good, they told me to steep it for another week, do the full 30 days for my tobacco juices, and then they would issue me a credit or refund, as they put it, a full refund. When it came down to it, they don't give a full refund. What they gave me was a one-time only store credit on the $51 that I had spent on juices. So I got a free chocolate out of it. The chocolate tastes like baby powder, but if I had no juice, it's vapable. It's not a good vape. It's not something I'd want to vape, but if I had to vape because because the government put restrictions on e-juice, and now this is all I had left, I would vape it. The butter pecan, I did a video. I said it was good. It's good for 2 drags. You take 2 drags, that tastes like butter pecan. That was good. And then you put it away, because how much buttery taste can you have in your mouth and enjoy after drag after drag after drag? I could vape Aqua Vapor watermelon all day long and not think twice about it. I got chocolate in here, Aqua Vapor, delicious. Nice chocolate taste, just subtle, and a good vape. Nice little feeling like a cigarette throat hit at 24 milligrams on a Pro Tank 2.4 ohm coil set at about 4 volts on an Ego Twist Copycat from Fast Tech. The Copycat, people are telling me that's not a real Ego Twist. It lasts me 8 to 16 hours. That's how long this fake Ego Twist lasts me. It's been checked on a voltmeter. It puts out 3.8 volts at maximum, and at minimum, instead of 3.8, it puts out 4.2. So it's a little high on the low end, but maybe it was 4.0. I don't know. It put out a little bit more than what it was supposed to, but that's fine with me. I mean, I vape at 4. That's where I usually keep it at. And I turn it up to 4.8. There's no difference. So what the hell's the point? At least on this setup that I have. So, but the point is, Mount Baker did make good. They did give me a store credit. I'm buying a Vamo this month from Fast Tech for $37 or something for the battery compartment. I used my remaining store credit at Mount Baker and I bought up a whole bunch of batteries, an IntelliCharger 4, not the 2 for $15 that they sell at Fast Tech, but the IntelliCharger 4 that they sell for $20 on Fast Tech. I paid $25 for it, but it was worth it because it was store credits. Now I had that much money. I was trying to apply what I had for batteries into credits and then charger into credits, and then I'm going to buy the Vamo someplace else. So that saved me from buying the $51 Vamo setup that comes with stainless steel Vamo, IntelliCharger 2, and 2 Sony batteries. They changed it. It used to be Panasonic batteries that it comes with. Now it comes with Sony's. Granted, now I'm getting EFES batteries from Mount Baker, and the reviews on their EFES batteries, one person said that they don't like the battery. It doesn't work alone, meaning you need 2 batteries to make it actually connect and work. And another person said it's a great battery. So I bought 5 of them. I got 2 18350s, so I could do as much functionality as the Vamo will offer me. Because according to Pete Pisardo, when he does his tech reviews, you find out that you need 2 18350s to get the full power on a 2 1.5, 2.0, and 3.0 ohm coil. That if you do the 18350s, you will be able to get the full 6 volts, and you could fry your coils if you want. But I mean, the point is to move up in an increment to where you taste a slight burning and then you back off. At least that's how I go about it. I go for, so that way I get a lot of vapor, I get a good strong hit, maybe a warm hit, but I'm not burning the coil and tasting just that burntness. Now when you run with the higher voltages, you got to be careful that your tanks don't run empty. I've had that happen. Tank runs empty and next thing you know you just took a burnt hit. Not a good thing. So anyway, but this e-health cigarette Marlboro flavor was $5 something cents for like 60 milliliters, and the bottle only came like this full. You can tell I've only vaped a fairly small amount of it, considering I've had it for about 2.5 months. But it's a good vape now. I sat it in my cabinet and I barely touched it because it was leaving a weird, like I just went swimming and water went up my nose. It was leaving that in the back of my nose, and with the taste of it, ew, kind of gross, kind of weird, and it was just overwhelming. Now that it's sat for a couple months, it's pretty darn good. I'll even mix it with the flavor that sucks, like Aqua Vapor can't seem to get their kiwi down. I just sent them back Pina Colada and told them there was something wrong with it, the chemical taste. We'll see what they say, and hopefully they'll just send me out a flavor that I either like or give me a $2-3 credit, which granted mail cost me $1.50, so what am I going to get, $1.50 out of the deal? But I sent it back so they could taste what they're sending people, because these companies need to be aware of what they're sending the consumer. They can't send us crap and tell us it's good and then offer a free $10 credit if we do a review and say that their crap is good, which is what people are doing. They're doing reviews and saying stuff is good that's not good to get the free money in the credits, and that's not cool. So that's why I'm doing this video. Aqua Vapor puts out good juices, or good company. Ruth over there, Wendy over there, very helpful people. They take a little bit of time getting back to you. Sometimes they don't respond at all, but for the most part I'm satisfied with Aqua Vapor. I had a problem with my winder battery. It stopped working after a month and a half. I mailed it back to them, $3 in stamps, and they gave me a $15 credit, so I got $12 back off the deal. I had bought it on sale, so that was more or less my price for purchase was $15, and that's what they gave me. But it should last. This $12 Ego C Twist copycat, and you can see it says Ego C Twist right there. And people say that's not a real ego. It's like, who cares? It works. That's the whole deal, people. Who cares if it's a real product, a real Vision Nova, a real Ego C Twist, or a copycat? If the copycat works better than the real one, then isn't that a better deal? And that's what I'm coming down to, is that I want good products. So I send back stuff that normally isn't accepted back, but they say that they'll test it if I send it back. So I lose a little bit of money, but maybe they'll realize that they need to work on their pina colada and their kiwi. There's something wrong with those two flavors from Aqua Vapor, and they just don't taste right. They taste like chemical. And why would they want to sell people chemical if they know people don't like chemical tastes? They want, I mean, the cheesecake from Aqua Vapor, most amazing juice I've ever had. Chocolate, delicious. Strawberry, good. Watermelon, delicious. Banana, delicious. I mean, Aqua Vapor puts out good stuff. Why do they want to ruin it with two juices that are unvapable? Everything else is either I don't like it, and that's my choice. I don't like the Cubano. That's just my choice, but it doesn't mean the juice is bad. But the kiwi and the pina colada, bad. The juice is bad. Something's wrong with it. It tastes like chemicals. So, anyway, Aqua Vapor gave me the credit, or Mount Baker gave me the credit, and I'm done with them except for purchasing products. They have amazingly fast shipping. They have good customer support. They can't seem to keep their bridgeless atomizers in stock for some reason, and they don't really offer that many products. It'd be nice to have spent my money and bought a Vamo. They've got the SVD there, but I wanted a screen that was horizontal, not vertical. With SVD, if you're holding it in your left hand, it works out just fine. You can read it. But if you're holding it in your right hand, which most people don't because they're busy vaping and working on the computer with their mouse, so a lot of it would have been lefty. But I just figured with the Vamo, I'm safe either way. I've got that screen that's horizontal. I can read it no matter which hand it's in. And it also has, with the Vamo, there is that has an ohm checker, but it has a no current ohm checker, which means it doesn't fire your atomizer when you're checking your ohms, which is a real nice plus. Okay, this video is getting kind of up there for just a quick explanation of what happened with Mount Baker, because I hate to rip on a company and not throw out the positive and the negative. Indoor smokers, I love Chris W. I'm subscribed to him. I've watched his videos probably 3 times each, 5 times each, depending on the video, when I've needed brush ups. And he just won't say nothing negative. Everything with him is positive, which is great. He's a positive person. Wonderful. We love that, right? Okay. Nobody wants a negative. But don't you want to know when you're purchasing products what the negatives are? If the screen is going to be hard to read, if you're primarily a righty, if the battery is going to give you problems, or if you should buy a cheap China knockoff and not have any problems for half the price, if the juice is good or if it tastes like chemicals. Now, a lot of juices, they're particular. You like your juice, I like my juice. I don't like coffee. I don't like, maybe I do. I've never tried the coffee, but I drink coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. But why drink it? Why vape it when you can drink it? I mean, anyway, so Mount Baker did come clean and give me a store credit, which isn't what I wanted. I wanted a refund. I was ripped off. I wanted my money back. So I was limited with their supplies. At least Aqua Vapor offers a lot of supplies. Fast Tech offers a lot of supplies. Mount Baker offers fast shipping, good customer service, but they're out of half the stuff, and I don't know how great some of their stuff is considering some of the reviews, but at least they post the negative and positive reviews and give me the opportunity. That's why I bought 5 batteries. I got 3 18650s, so I'd have them for the Vamo and this new flashlight I want to buy. and I got two 18350s so I can play with it and turn up, tweak it just a little bit on the demo if I want to get that extra horsepower out of it, where the 18650 will limit me to 5.2 volts on a 2.4 ohm coil, I believe, or a 2 ohm coil. But steeping, you may not need to, but sometimes steeping works pretty good for throw the juice in the cabinet if you don't like it, or it's not tasting just the way you want, and give it some time. Mount Baker, steeping does nothing. It tastes a little better, but it's all powdery, it's all chemicals. It's, if you like their juice, good for you. That's all I can say. Great prices, right? But I don't see how companies or people can promote Mount Baker after buying them. I mean, I spent $51 on juice. That's what they gave me for a credit, and bought an 808 to 510 adapter, and I just felt ripped off. I wanted to cry. That was all my vaping money. I was like, my gosh, now what do? I gotta smoke the empties, the bottles that are like all my little bottles of just about gone juice. But anyway, so it all worked out okay. Mount Baker did make compensation. Aquavape was checking on their juice. They gave me credit on the winder. The Ego C Twist for $12 from Fast Tech is working amazing. I'm getting new ammo. I just had a Eon Smoke just contacted me. They're sending me out free products to do a review on their products, which is kind of exciting. The companies are actually starting to contact me and ask me to do reviews on their products. Hitting the big time, baby. And that would be really nice to be able to set something up like that. I'm still learning as I go, but I give you straightforward reviews, I hope. I try to be positive and peppy. I try to do the negative because we need to know the negative. The whole point of YouTube reviews is to know the negative. I could say, oh, and Winder was great. Yeah, Winder was great when it worked. But what about a month and a half later when it wasn't working? I think it was a charger. I don't think it was a battery. I think it was using the extension with the battery, a 15-foot USB cable that Best Buy said would not cause any problems. Geek Squad assured me that 15 feet won't lose any power on the conversion of 5 volts to charge a 5 volt item, or a 5 volt chargeable item, and I think they were wrong. So that one was maybe my fault. I should have just used the setup the way it was. But once again, I got confirmations and was told, yes, you can do this and it'll be safe and won't damage anything. You could hook it up to your Xbox, a 15-foot cable, and vape with your power cigarette. This is all the stuff they're telling me is okay to do. So when I do this stuff and I get screwed for it, who am I to blame? You know, I did the necessary checking. You ask the auto mechanic, can you do 75 in a car that you really think shouldn't be doing 75, and then you do 75 and the car falls apart? Who's to blame? You or the mechanic? You kind of knew that you probably shouldn't, so probably you, but the mechanic assured you you'd be safe if you did it, so probably the mechanic. So I mean, it's an oxymoron. What are you going to do? You live, you tell people what happened, and you let them make their own decisions on what they want to do in the future. Now maybe the next person won't use a 15-foot cable to charge an Ego style battery, and they'll have a good battery that'll last them more than 2 months. I was fortunate, Aquavapor even gave me a credit on my battery that was out of warranty. So Aquavapor, thumbs up. Mount Baker, thumbs down. We'll give you a thumb in the middle because she gave me the credit. And hopefully all my pointless ramblings help somebody. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Hell no, help nobody, help yourself. Yeah. Alright. Well, I got a job interview, and it's for a company that sells electronic cigarettes, so hopefully I'll get some wish me luck that I get this job. The pay's really good, surprisingly. It's minimum wage plus commission, and that comes out to around a decent salary. I don't want to say nothing until things are settled in, but they're supposedly going to call me next week and maybe give me part-time. So I'm kind of excited. I'm looking forward to working in the e-cig industry, and maybe being able to help people with quitting smoking, understanding e-cigs a little bit better, finding a product within their budget that will be worth buying. These 510 cigalikes, there's some crap out there. And V2, I got lucky, which I did my research, is a pretty good 510 cigalike, and they put out a decent amount of power. They last a long time, and with the Liquimax blinks, they're worth buying. But with the little cartridges, these things suck. You barely get anything out of them. You gotta fill them constantly. Flavors get over flavors. You can't wash them out. I don't even know what flavor I have anymore. I got watermelon in here. I got Mount Baker watermelon in here, so it's just a funky watermelon now. Now it's like, oh, it tastes good, it tastes bad, it tastes good, it tastes bad. I think I even had some clove in here at one point. So, but I did get my Birds wrap, and that is really cool. Check out my new flashlight review if you get an opportunity. It's an amazing flashlight, well worth $4, $3, whatever. And I got busted for playing music, so no more music on my channel with me singing a Kid Rock and Pink. Those are my guys. And I wasn't ripping on you, Chris. You've written me. I enjoy your channel. You were my first love of electronic cigarettes, and my intro. That's where I found out V2 was worth buying. And you haven't steered me wrong. I just know that sometimes I feel like there could be more from you, which I shouldn't say, because you give us a whole hell of a lot more than you don't give us. So, I mean, as I said, like the Joytech eVic only goes to like 5.2 volts. It blocks you out. It doesn't let you use your full 6-point voltage. Tell us that shit, man. I had to find that out from Basardo. Otherwise, I almost bought an eVic thinking that it was just the bomb, and then I found out that you can't use your full voltage. So what the hell? I may as well buy his Ego Twist or something and go 4.8. It's almost 5.2. And why would it block you out of your functions? How could you not be able to use the full capacity of what it's capable of doing? That's the stuff I really wanted to know. And anyway, but I scored with you on the V2. I enjoy your videos more than most people's. I think I liked it better when you're a little bit mellower, but that's my own choice. Seems like you kind of gotten really wild and out of the crazy, man. And it's like, whoa, dude, just chill back a little bit and keep it all together. And I don't know, people call it boring the way I like it, but I always thought it was better. It was a better presentation, more professional. And all I do is give you high kudos every time I write on your site. You know, I'm not video slamming you. I'm just saying my own preferences. I always say I can't complain, and people that know me say, well, just give you some time. So nothing bad, all love and peace and good stuff. So check out Aquavapor for juices. I'm going to be buying DFW next. I'm going to pick up probably $20–25 worth of them. I got that stuff from Eon Smoke coming in. They'll be sending me some free samples. They just asked me what flavors, nicotine levels, and they're sending me out a cigarette. So it's going to be a cig-like, but we'll be able to find out how their little cig-like compares to the V2 here, because the V2 is pretty much the bomb when it comes to cig-likes. All that sucking, and that's all the smoke I got. I hope Beyond Smoke blows it away and it's killer cig. Maybe those cartridges are 510 and I could do some rigging or do something. I like to put stuff together. I gotta watch. I'm like Chris on that one. I'm putting batteries in and building monsters and stuff. I mean, I got this flashlight, super bright, from this flashlight, and now I found out there's one that's 3 times as bright as this one. I mean, you know, it's always bigger, better, and better. Bigger, better, and better. And but this juice here from why don't we throw that in real quick? Basically, this is eHealth Marlboro, and it's from Fast Tech. It runs about $5 something cents for 50, 60 milliliter bottle. And if you steep it for a month and a half, it comes out to a very sweet Marlboro smoke. So I was very impressed, so impressed, and I'm planning on buying watermelon from them next. At those prices, $5 for 50, 60 milliliters, my gosh, maybe it was 6, but I'm pretty sure it was 5.80 or so. I mean, that's beats Mount Baker, and the juice is good. So, alright, that's about it. We'll be chatting later. One more vape for the road. Hear a little cracklies. That's why, Cigalikes, unless you got the Liquimax blink on there, you ain't getting that kind of vapor. And I can't wait, getting a mod next, maybe get an SVD next month. I just bought a whole bunch of Smallville cards on eBay, seasons 4, 5, and 6. I got 7 through 10 for $10 waiting for me. I just got to get some money in the bank first. They gave me this bill me later thing. Yeah, I'm up to 15 bucks with them, and it's like, no, that's it, that's all I'm spending. I want cash. You guys buy the stuff in cash, and then you don't owe, and you don't have no big credit card bills. And then I bought Coach season 1, season 2, Friends season 8. This is hysterical. If you get a chance, buy this season. It's like $5 on Amazon. It is funny as hell. I haven't laughed so much since I can't remember. Just got Murphy Brown. But all they offer is season 1. All 10 seasons, just season 1. There's no season 2, season 3, season 4. Season 1, and that's all that's out there for Murphy Brown. Till Death, season 1, and season 2 is all you're going to find. But they've got this girl and this guy. The two in the middle with the wine. They're the Woodcocks. And he's the principal of a high school. So the kid walks up and he said, what's your last name? Wood what? Wood what? And I don't know. It's just hysterical. Brad Garrett is just amazing in it. He is funny as can be. They're married for like forever. And I mean, just a hysterical laugh after laugh. If you enjoy Everybody Loves Raymond, you'll love Till Death. So I've been doing that. I've been getting away from the video games. I've been playing my Planet of Ice. What's it called? Lost Planet. This game sucks. It addicts you. It's fun. And then you can't beat it. You have to set it to easy to beat the big bird. I played through like 9 boards, 10 boards, and then got to the board that I couldn't beat. Played it for 3-4 days straight. We're talking like 3-4 hours at a time. I put in a good 12 hours to beat this one board. Watched the YouTube videos on how to beat it and could not beat it. Finally I had to set it to easy, and then I beat it, and then on the next board again I didn't know where to go. Every single board on this game I have to watch a YouTube video on how to beat that board. But the robot, you get inside a machine, a robot machine, and you can pull yourself and shoot, and missiles, and jump, and turbo, and slide, and it's pretty cool. But every single level needs to be a YouTube video tutorial so I can figure it out. I played Gears of War all the way through, 1, 2, and 3. I played Resident Evil all the way through, all of them. Maybe once I had to check the computer to figure out how to beat something, but we're talking once on a whole video game. This, every single board, I need to check because it's all stupid hidden stuff. Oh, I didn't even know that was there. It's like, so I've been getting away from the Xbox. I want to buy Resident Evil 6 next, and I'd like to buy Halo 4. I've got the ODST, and ODST just sucks. I mean, talk about how Halo ruined their series. It was with ODST. Reach was good. I've got that. I've got that built into the Xbox. It came with my purchase of my system. But the ODST is dark. You can't see anything for 90% of the game. You're walking around with the visor lights on or whatever the hell it is. You can't find your health packs. I mean, the whole game just sucks. I'm playing it. I haven't beat it, and I've been playing this game for forever, but I haven't tried to beat it. I just play it once in a while because I want my Halo fix. And it's like, I pawned my Halo 3. I had some bad times, and I needed some money, and I made some mistakes and pawned a bunch of games, and really regretting it. But, so I'm rebuilding. I got like 9, 10 games now. And you gotta watch out, these games nowadays, they come with little cracks when you're buying used, right in the center of the spindle. And then if you play that game a lot, that Xbox must run at a super high rotation rate, because those little cracks, those little spider cracks, they spread out and they go all the way through the disc. So 2 or 3 of my games are no good. N2K Baseball, MBK Baseball, Forza Motorsport 3 went to crap, or 2. Yeah, they're coming out with 4 now, isn't it? So, I don't know. Whatever the one before. I don't have the new one. I got the one before it, and the one before that cracked right in the center. But it was cracked when I got it. I didn't know those spider cracks got so big. So if you're buying games and discs, beware that those little spider cracks, they'll mess you up in the long run. You think, oh, it's just a little crack. I'm thinking crazy glue in the future, but they crack all the way up the disc. So I got like 3 games that are useless. Yeah, I can go out and rebuy the game and then return the damaged one and say, oh, it was defective, but I don't play that. I don't do that no more. I'm not like that anymore. I got kids, and I try to do the right thing. So, anyway. So I got bid on that one. Luckily, I buy from the pawn shop and Amazon and places that are cheap, so I'm only losing up to $7, maybe 10 at times. But anyway, all right. So I need some more coffee. Throw some food out there for the animals. Winter's coming. That 1 piece of bread or half a piece of bread a day can make the difference for a little critter. I'm feeding mine constantly. I'm surprised the complex doesn't yell at me. I got birds, squirrels. I had ducks come into my complex. Not my complex, my condo. I opened up the door, the ducks walked in. Mr. and Mrs. I can't remember, Quackers. And I was feeding them from bowls. I was petting them. Wild ducks. That's how bad these animals nowadays need food, is that they're willing to risk their own safety by walking right in and letting you pet them and play with them. I was squeezing his bill and rubbing his head and petting his back, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that we could be one with nature for real, and actually that they need us. You know, I mean, you hear about these bears knocking over garbage pails and coming right up to the houses for food. These animals are starving to death. That's why they're coming to our goddamn houses and coming into our houses for food, because we've pretty much put concrete all over most of the planet, and then we wonder why the friggin' place is heating up. I mean, you know how much concrete heats up. Grass doesn't heat up that much. Concrete does. And we got rock all over every place. I don't know. I'm an idealist in an idealist world, so this is 34 minutes. Somebody told me I should do a blog, so this is kind of my blog. I'm kind of just rambling and touching different topics, And if anybody knows any good music, turn me on to some good music. I like Kid Rock, I like Pink. Kind of grew out of the Beatles. They kind of just annoy me nowadays for some reason. Beyonce has some good stuff. P. Diddy, Nickelback, Aerosmith. Um, there's a lot of good stuff out there. So, alright, well, I'll do another video next week or in a couple days. Everybody hang tight, vape strong. Enjoy your vapes, and I'll talk to you later. Before I sound like I'm preaching or something, gosh forbid. Well, I don't hate preachers. I go to church once in a while, but people that preach, to tell you how this is how you do it, and you're like, yeah, I already knew that, and I just don't. Thanks anyway. All right, happy vaping.